A woman and two little boys, one dark and one fair, entered the woods. Though their journey from home had been a long one, both boys felt exhilarated as they traded the safety of the road for the confines of the forest. The boys helped the woman finish setting up their camp in the remains of the day. Their contest was meant for the night. Once the woman had the campfire burning steadily, each boy sat cross-legged, positioned on one side of the fire pit, facing the other. Flames danced in the dark between them. "Can I go first?" the fair boy, Jake, asked. "I think that would be okay, right, Alvie?" Penelope, the mother of the other boy, Alvie, coaxed. "Yeah, okay, Mom." Alvie shrugged. "Remember, though, Jake, only 13 words a turn. Go over and you forfeit." "I remember," Jake returned as he stared intently at the topmost burning log in the fire. He had started to formulate his strategy during their walk to the campsite. "Okay, go ahead then," Alvie said, also staring into the burning logs. No sound was heard outside of the crackling fire. Even the woodland creatures, of the animal and the spirit variety, gave pause to watch and listen to the two boys. Finally, the burning log sparked Jake's imagination, and he spoke. "I see a girl, an armed super spy with green hair. She's Sapphire." Having described what he imagined in the ash thoroughly, Jake relaxed and waited for his opponent. After a few minutes, Alvie went. "I see a magician. Runic's his name. He yells abracadabra, and Sapphire disappears." Jake sighed. His super spy hadn't even gotten to fire a shot. He redoubled his focus on the fire until he imagined seeing his next move. "I see an army ranger, cyborg guy. Phantom stalker. His gauntlets blast Runic." Alvie grimaced. He had really liked the mage, but now that the phantom stalker had blasted Runic, Alvie could no longer see him in the embers. He looked for his answer to Jake's move. "I see a one-eyed monster with gross tentacles. He eats Phantom Stalker." Jake looked around the fire at Alvie and started to speak, but Alvie interrupted. "One-eyed has a hyphen. Hyphens count." Penelope hid a grin while Jake looked back to the fire, puzzled. Finally, regaining his focus, he pulled his next player. "I see a giant robot. He smashes your monster with his giant fists." Alvie smiled as he stared into the fire. It had finally started to burn low. In its lingering orange, he finished the game. "I see rust. It's eating your entire giant robot from outside and inside." Jake grunted. He tried and tried to find something within the nearly dead fire that he could imagine to life, something that beat rust. He gave up as the fire's last light escaped into the starry night above them. "You win. Again. This game is hard to win at when you don't know what hyphens are." "Okay, boys," Penelope said, clicking on her flashlight. "Time to call it a night." "We learned about them in school," Alvie said, making his way toward his sleeping bag in the beam of his mom's flashlight. "They can make two words into one. It's okay, though. You did well." Jake crawled through the dark toward his sleeping bag on his side of their camp, saying nothing. "Good night, Mom," Alvie said. "Good night, Jake." "Night, Alvie," Jake returned. "Night, Alvie's mom. Thanks for bringing us camping." "You're quite welcome," Penelope said, climbing into her own sleeping bag. Jake looked up into the stars, already contemplating he and Alvie's next battle. "Dragons," he thought. "Next time I'll start with dragons."